Okay, hello everyone. I'd like us to see this past question. This is number 1 of 2020. I can't confirm if it is May, June, or just November, December. Okay, but we have some interesting questions here. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 says, state Faraday's second law of electrolysis. Now, Faraday's second law of electrolysis states that if the same quantity of electricity is passing through different electrolytes, then the number of moles of substance deposited is inversely proportional to the number of electrons. The number of moles of substance deposited is inversely proportional to the number of electrons. The beautiful thing about proof is that you can just write this and write the meaning. Your N here means number of moles of substance deposited. Then small n here is number of electrons. Okay. Now the next one says separate the following redox reaction into balanced half equation. So let's see, we have copper plus NO3 ion. So I can say here copper plus NO3 ion, now giving me copper ion plus NO plus water. So copper ion plus NO plus water. Now if we want to separate this into two half cells, let's look at copper ion here comes from this. So the first half cell is going to be this Cu2 plus. Then the second half cell is going to be NO3 minus, is coming from NO. It produces NO and water. Okay. Now the next step, this is the first step actually, which is to separate two half cells. Okay. The second step is supposed to be balance every other element apart from oxygen or nitrogen. If you notice, nitrogen, apart from oxygen or hydrogen. Okay, nitrogen is balanced, copper is balanced, so no need. The next one is to balance oxygen using water. Then in turn, we'll balance hydrogen using hydrogen ion. So if you notice here, we have three oxygen here. We have, this is 3. This is 1 oxygen. This is another 1 oxygen. So if I want oxygen to be balanced, 1 more needs to be balanced. That means I will increase the amount of water. You balance oxygen with water, so I will increase the amount of water. So increasing the amount of water means that oxygen is balanced. Now this is 3. This one is 2 plus 1, which is 3. Then in turn, I will balance hydrogen with hydrogen ion. So here we have 4 hydrogen. Hydrogen ion will be on the other side. It's going to be NO3 minus plus hydrogen ion, that means 4H plus, will give us NO plus 2H2O. Will give us NO plus 2H2O. So because of this 4 extra, right? Now this one remains like that because there is no oxygen or hydrogen. Then after that you balance electrons. And the only way you balance electron is by adding electron to the side that has the higher charge. Like if I take this guy now, copper and Cu2 plus, the charge here is 0, the charge here is plus 2, so I have to add electrons here to balance it up. That means plus 2 minus 2 is 0. So the same thing here, the charge here is minus 1, the charge here is plus 4, minus 1 plus 4 is 3, the charge here is 0, the charge here is 0, so the difference is 3. So that means to balance it, I have to add 3 electrons here. I have to add 3 electrons here, right? Before I get NO plus 2H2O. Now, since we are not adding, they only say we should separate it into 2 balanced half cells. This is the best we can do here. This is 2 balanced half cells. A redox reaction is balanced if the elements are balanced and the charges are also balanced. And from here, the charges are balanced. Okay? So that's the answer to that question. Now the next one here says, calculate the EMF of the cell formed by combining the following half equations. So we have this equation here, this is the half equation. We have this one, this is the half equation. Now remember that EMF of a cell, the formula for EMF is simply equal to E cathode minus E anode. Okay, so that means or you say E reduction minus E oxidation. That means the bigger value minus the smaller value. So it's going to be, the bigger value here is 1.07, then minus the smaller value is plus 0.17. So this will be 0, this will be 9. So the answer is 0.9 volts. That's the answer. Very simple question. Now the next one says, explain briefly why sugar do not conduct electricity. Now sugar does not conduct electricity because it does not produce ions in water. If you dissolve sugar in water, ions are not produced. Unlike salt, like sodium chloride, if you dissolve sodium chloride in water, you are going to get sodium ion and chloride ion separate. Water separates it into ions. Now the next one says, state one use of each of the following processes in chemical industry. Cracking in producing fuels like petrol, lower quality fuel. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil. This is for making margarine. Okay, very important, margarine. Now the next one says, state one physical properties that would enhance the separation of mixture of palm oil and water. The physical property that will help this separation is that the liquids are immiscible. Immiscible liquid, immiscibility. That means the both of them cannot mix. Because the both of them cannot mix, one is polar, the other one is non-polar. You can put it that way. This palm oil here is non-polar, is a non-polar solvent, while water here is a polar solvent. So that property means that they cannot mix, and so can be separated easily using separating funnel. Now this one says neutral. We should state one neutral oxide that is colorless liquid at room temperature. A neutral oxide that is a colorless liquid at room temperature. Okay, an oxide that is a liquid, we have carbon 2 oxide, we have nitrogen 1 oxide, that is a neutral oxide. You have nitrogen 2 oxide, that is a neutral oxide. I don't know which one is a liquid. I will need to confirm that quickly. Please. Okay, so water is supposed to be the, oh yes, water is a neutral oxide, that is a liquid. Yeah, so water is the correct answer there. Then this one says, in a reversible reaction, state how the rate of the forward reaction compared to that of the backward reaction at time 0. Well, at time 0 nothing is happening. The reaction still favors the forward reaction. Before equilibrium is established, the rate of the forward reaction is higher than that of the backward reaction. At equilibrium, the rate of the forward reaction is equal to the rate of the backward reaction. Please note that. Now, write a reaction equation to show the effect of heat on this. I think I did that in the OBJ. This would decompose to give us lead oxide plus nitrogen 4 oxide plus oxygen. And I think to balance it, I need 2 here, I need 4 here, and this equation is balanced. Okay. The other one says draw the formula of 2 isomers of this. This is propanol. Well, this is quite easy. The first one can be 1, 2, 3. You have H, 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 and this is OH. This is one of them. Propanol, propan 1-ol. I can draw a positional isomer like this. This is H, 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 H to complete it, to balance it. This is propan 1-ol, and why this is propan 2-ol. Okay. Now the next one is J. Says consider the following carbon compounds: ethanol, ethane, butane. Arrange them in increasing order of boiling point. Well, first of all, ethanol exhibit hydrogen bonding, so should be the highest. So we should have ethanol up here. Okay, then between these two, ethane and butane, ethane has only 2 carbon, butane has 4 carbon. That means butane has higher molecular mass. So meaning that butane should come here. Then ethane is the smallest out of them. So you notice what I did. I separated the one with hydrogen bonding first before I balanced the others. And briefly explain your answer. That's exactly the explanation. Ethanol is the highest because of boiling point. Then butane is higher than ethane because of molecular weight. It has higher molecular weight than ethane. Okay, so thank you very much. See you in my next video.